Hello and welcome to today's episode. We're actually looking at the final patch update, the second part of the final patch update, I should say, that just dropped on Tuesday, November 17th. I'm going to take a look at the actual selection where it says your company. Main reason is because we wanted to take a look at, some of the skins, for instance. So let's do that. So if you look here, like for instance the Valentine Mark 8, you go into it, for instance, you got a whole bunch of extra skins for this tank class, I should say. And if you just go through it, I don't know. It's nothing too epic. Some of these are pretty cool. Like, I wouldn't mind going with that. The Maltese, I guess. But I don't see in the armory any bundle for this. I'm sure probably at some point they'll do that. But if you're not willing to wait and you have a lot of company coin saved up like myself, then, you pretty much go with this. So anyway, some of these are pretty nice. I'm not gonna focus on too much on just one, but yeah, I'm gonna go through another one. Staghound. I know I got the default skin for it. I know I'm one of those guys that just very particular with my skins, I guess you could say. But anyway, these of course are already part of the game, but I don't know if I remember seeing this one, but nonetheless, some of these are pretty cool. This one kind of stands out. It's not too shabby, right? Let's take a look at the Polish Free Forces. That one's already part of the pre-final patch. Don't remember seeing this one. Italy might have been on there. I don't really know. Offhand, but yeah, I don't recognize that. That looks pretty sweet. That one looks alright. Alright. I don't know, 20,700 company coin, 650 battlefield currency. I don't know, it just doesn't seem like that would be worth it. That's just my opinion. Alright, what's this? Churchill Mark 7. If you look at the paint job on this, these of course were already around, but Home Guard, I remember that. Overwatch, I don't remember that. This one looks decent. Probably good for Narvik or something like that. That looks familiar, but I might be confusing that with something else. Aberdeen, probably good for Alcindon. That looks sweet. I don't remember seeing that. I think this will be one I'll get for sure. That looks really cool, in my opinion. Yeah, look at that. Not too shabby. I'm usually not the type of person to focus too much on skins. I do frag videos if you follow my channel. But yeah, that one looked pretty cool. Let's see, what else we got? Crusader, not too shabby. Vulcan, This one looks alright. Kind of like an old school feel to it. Let's see, this is the Chic. Yeah, this one looks too much like what? What was it? This one, yeah. Look at Lend-Lease and Chic. Very similar. Anyway, let's take a look at some more. Again, I'm not really too into, the AA tanks. I know Loki at DPG is super into this stuff, but let's take a look here. Of course, these are some of the originals. Alright, let's see. Home Guard, I don't remember seeing this. This ain't too bad. Whitewash, I think there's a Greyhound that looks like this. Maltese, it's alright. Not too crazy on these. Alright, let's see. Okay, there's mine. That doesn't, that's not one you can actually select. I think you got to use Battlefield currency for this. And while we're at it, I want to show you guys something kind of cool. So let's say you want to have a dynamic tank to use, for instance, on, I don't know, Al Sundan, right? Well, go with the Desert Mouse, and now look at that. See? And of course, that's only if you have that particular skin. Yeah, not too bad. Anyway, back to this, on topic subject, right? Anyway, so when you go through the list, I think it starts off a Home Guard. Overwash, that's not too bad. Anyway, what am I using on Nervik? Get behind a building or something like that. One could argue you use this on what? Maybe Al Sundan. Well, of course Al Sundan. Sorry, Eris. Or Ross. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Sorry. Alright, and then, yeah, look at this Crusader. That one is not too bad. I mean, it kind of looks somewhat jungle-y, or, kind of like a fort, for a forest map or something. Not too bad. Vulcan. Probably get away with desert maps for this. This one's, I don't know, it's not bad. I mean, kind of like a nice, distinct color. I don't know, some of these ones that say epic, I don't see how they're so epic. That's just my opinion. Alright, the Archer. I haven't done a video on the Archer, but I guess I need to. Let's take a look. So, obviously Field Drab, these already came with it. Home Guard Vulcan. Vulcan's okay. I mean, this stands out, right? Alright, Crusader. Maltese, that's not too bad. Kind of like a crackle, right? Dragoon Guards. I like that one. Look at that. Not too bad. Whitewash. I don't know. I got that whitewash, I think it is, on my Greyhound, so now I'm kind of burned out with it. Let's see what else. Ding. Brick. Not too bad. Yes, we are going through all of them, because, some of you guys don't even bother, going through it yourself, so that's what this video is for. Kind of highlights all this stuff. Alright, so, another thing I want to point out, let's go down, or let's stay there, sorry, is of course, your decals and whatnot. Let's see. Sorry, the decals, the nose art, that of course would be the airplane, so we don't need to look at that yet. So anyway, let's take a look at the Panzer IV. I saw that they added that one Halloween one to the list, and the design right here is not too bad. That looks kind of cool. I just kind of feel bad for people that really, like, just say waste their money, but But the thing is, says already have it, so maybe that was one that was just already free. So what am I talking about? Anyway, I think I remember that. Let's see. Don't remember this, but if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. This looks alright. Kind of looks like a autumn type of a look. I think Scorpion already comes with the base game. Let's see. Not too shabby. I mean, of course, some of the German ones are going to be really, really cool. This one, This one's alright. This one's kind of cool. I mean, I think I got that, what was it, the Junkers 88A and the C that kind of has that little squiggly design to it, so kind of like that. Am I gonna waste 20,700? I don't know. Alright. Okay, look at the 38T, aka the Mini Panzer. Let's see what they got for that. I think that's stuff already came with it, right? Alright, let's move down. Some basic stuff. This one, not too shabby. I do need to get one for this. I mean, I use this tank a lot, so kind of feel like I need to get something different than just this. But Africa, I believe that's already part of the base game. I mean, it says it's rare, but wow, this one's not too bad. Now, as far as there being new turret dressing and all that, there isn't. From what I have seen, there isn't. I know there's patch notes in regards to this, but I don't know. We're also looking for some Easter eggs, because I heard that there are some. So I don't see anything in regards to new chassis dressings or anything like that. Anyway. Alright, so Tiger Tank, there are some new skins for that. I, of course, love just like sticking with, you know, that one that came from the single player, because, you know, you have to earn it, you can't pay for it, which is always a cool thing. But let's see. You can combo with it. So like this one, I don't know if this is new. To me, this looks new, but I could be wrong. It's not bad. This one isn't new. I know that was, I think before this patch, this was the final one you could select. Not a bad look one. Okay, so as far as new ones, this is definitely new. Pretty nice. And of course, your tank isn't gonna exactly look like mine, because mine, you know, I got the, we call it the field dressing, the skirt, whatever. Yours ain't gonna look like that unless you complete, of course, the last Tiger, which I highly recommend doing. Anzio, what was that? Italy. Looks alright. Siegfried Winter. Oh, that's kind of cool. Kind of a fresh look to your tank, right? Tiger 232. Oh, that's cool. I just noticed that. So it changed the numbers. It's not too bad. Huh. This one's kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of that recent Panzer IV skin that they did during the Halloween week. Okay. And of course, you know, there is no, you know, new dressings or anything, which is fun. Yeah, see, you want to do the last Tiger. I mean, look at that. That just looks, that looks cool. Alright. FLAKPANZER. Do I really want to look at the FLAKPANZER? Not really. I mean, come on. I'm a pilot in this game. And this is our arch nemesis that we like to attack. But I guess we'll take a look at it anyway. Alright, so these I believe already come with it. Maybe not this one. I don't know. I don't remember seeing this. That kind of looks cool. If I was into that. And of course, if this is your thing, then you're all over, right? Let's see. That one's not too bad. One could argue that this is a Halloween one, but I don't think it ever was. This one's kind of cool. I mean, you know, I say kind of cool. I mean, you know, you might be like, oh, what are you talking about, Max? You know, that one's epic. Well, teach his own. You know what I mean? There's that funky looking one. Looking like a kid just kind of scribbled all over it, but it's kind of cool. Alright, moving along. Let's go with the STURMGESCHUTZ 4. Sorry, I gotta do that voice. Anyway. Alright, so yeah, why would you want to go with this? What's so great about this? Nothing. This one ain't bad. This one kind of looks like it's a Halloween one, I guess, or fall. That one's kind of cool. I know this one already came with the pre-patch. I was actually thinking about getting that one. I'm not gonna get it now. This one looks alright. And of course, I guess this is just something, you know, to add to your collection if this is your, I don't know, layout you have for your airplane or whatever. Bomber. Alright, now I do know offhand the Puma, I think only has 2 skins, unless you want to purchase that one through the armory using BC, Battlefield Currency. Could be mistaken on that, but I believe it's only got 2. Yeah, only 2. So there's this, which is alright. If you remember, within recent weeks, or was it last month or 2, they were promoting this in a, I don't know if it was called All Dressed Up Edition or something, but it was focused on the tanks, and this is one of the featured ones. And I believe their charging was at 1500, 12 to 1500 on the BC. So yeah. Ugh. I'm sorry. This one just, this one literally looks like, in my opinion, you ate too much Captain Crunch cereal and you barfed it all out, and this is your skin. Yeah. I know it's a very bad visual, but I wouldn't go with that. Anyway. Alright, moving along. Done with the German side. Let's take a look at the USA side. Now, I already have taken a quick look at this before I started the video on the Sherman. The Sherman one has some really cool ones. So let's take a look. Alright. So, I apologize, I already have this on here. I should say I apologize. I mean, come on, it's pretty cool. America. USA, baby. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Alright. Anyway. So. Okay. Iwo Jima. That one's already, came with it. Let's see about the ones that didn't. Me personally, I don't know if this one is part of the new patch or not, but to me, this one's kind of cool. If you think about this, right? Let's say you remove the, the dressing and all that stuff, right? Remove the flag. Of course, kind of sad to get rid of the flag, but anyway, let's say you remove the flag, right? Look at this. Look at that color, right? One could argue that if you're behind enemy lines and you're not making too much of a racket, you could technically blend in as being part of the German forces, right? So maybe that's you. I don't know. Of course, all a person has to do is just spot you on the map and you're dead, but hey. You're trying to blend in, maybe that's the way to go. I don't know. Alright. Look at this. That's cool, huh? That'd be like something a little bit different. Not too shabby, right? I can see myself probably getting that one. This one looks pretty cool for a winter map. I like that. Like I said, I mean, they did a good job on the Sherman. I mean, ooh, look at this. I like that one. Kind of like G.I. Joe or something, right? Real American hero. Bringing back the 80s. My 80s cartoons. Don't mess with my 80s cartoons. Alright. This one's okay. Ardennes. What's Ardennes Forest? Yeah, too bad we didn't get some of these maps, right? Can you imagine fighting Ardennes Forest? That'd be freaking sweet, right? El Alamein. Oh my gosh. Battlefield 1942. Remember El Alamein and getting the B-17 bomber? Can you imagine getting the B-17 bomber with this? I still say if we could have mod tools. Can you imagine? Guys, listen just real quick. I know we're getting off topic. But can you imagine, what's that thing for squad points? The reinforcements, right? So instead of having, land reinforcements, yeah, you get one air, was it artillery, and then you also get the JB2 rocket or V1, etc., right? Can you imagine if, let's say, like, you saved up, instead of 41,500 reinforcement points, you saved up, like, let's say 50 grand, or let's say 55,000, something like that, right? And it gave you a B-17 bomber, right? Like the one from Battlefield 1942, but like Battlefield 5 style, and then instead of having a crew of like only yourself and 2 gunners, it's literally you as a pilot, right? And then you got 2 waist gunners, right, left and right, a tail gunner on the very rear, a nose gunner in the front, top turret gunner belly gunner, oh my god, it'd be a dream, right? And then as far as bombing, I mean, was it the Yonkers 88A? You get like 16 of the 50 kg bombs or whatever. Instead of getting 16 of that, you get like, I don't know, 32, 50 or whatever. And then as far as the 500-pound bombs, you get like, I don't know, instead of 4 of those, you get like 20. I'm just saying, I mean, that would just be a dream. Anyway. Ooh, look at this. I like that one. That stands out to me. Woodland. Yeah. Might have to get some of these. Gotta admit, looks pretty cool. The chic. To me, this don't look like no chic. I think of a chic, I think like, you know, the Sheik of Iran or the Sheik of Saudi Arabia or something like that. This doesn't look like that. But it could be pronouncing that wrong and it has to refer to something else, but it doesn't matter. And again, that one said it was epic. It doesn't look too epic to me. That's just my opinion though. Alright, let's take a look at the LVT. Got anything new? We'll see. Okay, let's get down to... This might be new. I don't remember seeing that. Kind of looks like ice cream on my... This is okay. This one again, kind of like that Greyhound. It's alright. This one just looks too typical to me. This one kind of looks like Iwo Jima. I think this one already comes with the game. Or I say comes with the game, but you know what I mean, like pre-patch. Pre-final patch, I should say. I believe that also comes pre-patch. This one didn't. Do not remember seeing this one. Marshland. Don't remember seeing that. That looks pretty cool though. This one's not bad. Kind of makes these things emphasis on, was it the flares? So that's the LVT. Again, no custom turret dressings. So I kind of wish they would have done that, because I mean the turret dressings are pretty cool. Here's my current M8 Greyhound. And of course, when I heard that there was going to be more skins, I was kind of hoping that they had more for this. And in reality, they don't really have that much for it. There's this. It's okay. I mean, it's just, again, it just doesn't really stand out. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that, you know, they would have had an epic one. And unfortunately, as you know, there's probably not going to be anymore. But DICE always says, oh, that's it, you know, we're not doing anymore, and then they come out with new skins. So I think as far as skins, I mean, you may still get skins, but, you know, again, the armory. So save up that company coin, save up your bi-weekly BC, which is the battlefield currency. I know I did. You see this right here? This is not from me purchasing anything. This is for me spending quite a few months getting up to that, you know, 1020 battlefield currency. Alright, so that's it as far as the Americans. Let's go to Japan. Japanese. You can look at the Type 97, see what they got. Okay, this is all, of course, default. Let's see what we got. I think this is already pre-patch. I don't know if I remember seeing this one, and if it does already exist, pre-patch. It's pretty cool. I think that one's pre-patch. I think this one is too, but that one looks pretty cool. Now this one, I don't remember seeing that. That one looks pretty cool. I like that. I can see myself on Pacific Storm, on the second to the last sector on Breakthrough, trying to protect the A site in the jungles, or hell, even Solomon Islands or something. Grassland, too basic. Kobe. Well, I'm not a Laker fan, but, you know. R.A.P. Kobe Bryant. That's too bad what happened to him. Crappy year, right? 2020. You know, it seemed like World War III was going to break out, and, you know, those fires down in Australia, and then after that, you know, what was it first? I'm sorry. Australia, then the Kobe Bryant thing, and then COVID, and then on and on and on. Anyway, off subject, but I don't remember seeing this, but I don't know. To me, this is just too basic. This looks cool, but it reminds me of another one that we already have. Alright, so down top 97, let's look at the Kami. Of course, that's the one I currently have. Ah, this one's blinking. Turret dressing. Now, is that because there's new turret dressings? No, it just means that I never bothered looking at it. So, I went with this one originally because I thought it was cool to have a Japanese flag on the back. Of course, that's not part of the patch, but anyway. Oops, sorry, clicked on the wrong one. All right, let's go through this a little bit more. Don't really remember seeing this, but I could be wrong. Ooh, I like that. Is that part of the new patch? I don't know, but I think it is. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna say it is. I don't remember seeing this. I like that color. I like that little camouflage look to it. Look at that. You know, if I saw you in game, you're cruising by with that, I'd be like, oh, look at his skin. You know, and that's the cool thing about skins. I mean, it should kind of be one of those things that catch your eye, and you say to yourself, hey, I want to take a look at that. Almost to the degree in which it could get you killed just for taking a look at it, right? Anyway. Alright, Mariana. Remember you know your history of the Mariana turkey shoot. Kind of wonder if that's how they actually looked. Now, I know this kind of looks basic, but that kind of looks got a nice little old school rustic vibe to it. I like that, believe it or not. Ambush, I believe that one already comes with the pre-patch. This one, not wild on that one. Regulation, well, it's not bad. Shamshu, great, bring honor to Shamshu. Well, let's see. That one's cool. I like that. I might go with that personally. I like this one. I will represent Shamshu. Alright, and then Tarawa. Tarawa is already part of the pre-patch, but if you didn't know it, hey, not bad, right? Tropical, haven't seen that one. That one's a cool one too, I might go with that too. But I think I'd rather go with the Shamshu. For me, Shamshu is kind of standing out. Look at that. Alright, Shamshu wins. Alright, so we're done with the vehicles. Now take a look at the airplanes. Some people might think, well, Max, you should have started at the beginning of the video. Well, you know, we're going through all of them. So, alright, so Spitfire. We're actually going to look at the nose art first. And what's going to tell you guys is the nose art for pretty much all these for the Allies are the same. So for British, for the Americans, it's pretty much all the same. And then of course for the Axis, it's going to look a little bit different. But as far as this list you see here, it's pretty much the same. So I'm not going to keep opening up this nose art list. So anyway, they made the nose art pretty much available to you all. And here you go. Some people don't remember the Cyclonic Sid. I think that's actually pretty recent. I could be wrong though. Renegurdy. I used to have this on my my Mosquito FB MKV1, and I took it off. Anyway, I got this on my Blenheim MKIF, I believe. Or MKI, I can't remember. I don't have that for no one. This is new. This is brand new. The Be All You Can Be. It's kind of cool. Be All You Can Be in the Army Corps Army. The American Army Corps back then, I guess is what it was called. Anyway. That's not new. That's old. Old. But still, I mean, they look cool. That's new. To me, that kind of, this would pair well with, for instance, the P-51D Mustang, because you think about it, right? You know, what's the emphasis in P-51D? Horsepower, right? So, you know, that might pair up well with it. So, anyway, that's it as far as the nose art. Let's take a look at some of the new paint jobs, if there is any. This is new. Now, I would say this much, right? So, before with the tank vehicles, you know, I didn't have it all memorized as far as what's new and what's not. With this stuff, yes, I do have it memorized because I'm really into the aircraft variant of Battlefield 5. Anyway, so I think I'll get this personally. I think this looks pretty cool personally. I really like this. It really looks cool. And I'm more of the old school guy. Like, I want my plane to look like, you know, classic Spitfire, you know, RAF. Because it's such an iconic plane. But alright, oh yeah, so we just did that. Look at this, Shetland Islands. The other one was pretty cool. Wouldn't mind doing that. And of course, maybe different nose art. I don't know. I mainly went with this originally, this Screaming Eagle, because I was trying to make it look like, was it the Eagle Squadron, the American volunteer pilots who volunteered for the British in World War II before, of course, you know, the war came over to the U.S. So, alright, let's go back. Let's take a look at some of this other, or some of these other aircraft. Let's look at the Blenheim. Now, I will go through this list, but to me, this is still the best one out there. This is all chrome, and it just really looks nice when you're flying. Be on the lookout, of course, for my Blenheim MKIF video. I'm almost done with it, and it's not too shabby. Anyway, so that Coastal Command, of course, that's from a, I think that's from a armory, you know, purchase where you got to use, you know, Battlefield currency. They might have switched that too much. You just need to use a lot of company coin, but don't quote me on that. Anyway, so this is, of course, pre-patch. Let's see. This isn't. The Aussie one is new. Kind of cool in a way. I mean, it looks basic, but I mean, you know, some of you guys are really into history, and you kind of want to go with the historical paint jobs. So if this is one that you think stands out, go with it. Alright, this one I believe is part of pre-patch. I know Finish, of course, is pre-patch. I believe this one's new. And I believe there's another one called Cologne, but it might be for the other Blenheim. And again, that might be considered an epic one that is only available through BC. Alright, French Desert Raider. I'm going to say that one is part of the final patch. This is definitely part of the final patch. That one's alright. And then Shipping Raider, final patch. So if it was me, I mean, if I had to pick one, of course I'm going to just stick with this, but I mean, if I had to go with one, possibly this or the Aussie, but that's just me. Alright, let's take a look at the very iconic British Spitfire MKVB. And, you know, I never purchased anything in regards to skins to this, because I just was like, RAF Desert just looks the best. I mean, you know, this is basically the skin, if you will, or the paint job, if you will, for the you know, planes used in, what was it, Dunkirk. If you haven't seen Dunkirk, see Dunkirk. Great film. Christopher Nolan is just amazing in so many ways. I really wish he would do another film, and I wish it would be called Battle of Britain or something like that, because, you know, Dunkirk was amazing. But anyway, so these, of course, were already part of the pre-patch, and I believe, yeah, this was recent actually. The check, I think, came out a few weeks ago. Don't quote me on that, but it might be as new as, or as late as like a couple of months ago. I did recently see that where it says the check. So, alright, so it looks like, unfortunately, the Spitfire MKVB doesn't have any new skins. That's disappointing. But doesn't mean that they won't have any ones that aren't available that are epic later on. as far as what was available in the final patch, there isn't any. Okay, move along. We're taking a look at the BLENHEIM MKI, and let's see here, the paint job skin, what do you want to call it. Don't really remember seeing this. So I know I said, oh yeah, I know this pretty well. Well, this one I don't know. I don't remember it, but don't quote me on it. Like Romania, that's available already. Western Europe is already available. Desert Air is new, and Indonesia is definitely new. Me personally, I think I might go with Indonesia. I mean, yeah, it's kind of a white look to it, but still, it kind of stands out. Yeah. All right. So let's move along. MOSQUITO MKII. I don't know. Some people like this thing. You know, because it's got a high altitude package. Me personally, I don't use this. I use this because 4K bomb, but you know, teach anyway. All right, so let's see what they got new for this. I will have to admit, I haven't looked through this yet, so this will be a first for me. All right, so this is default. That's also, of course, pre-patch. Pre-patch. I don't know. That's pre-patch. This is part of the final patch, and that's part of the final patch. Nothing too distinct that's like, oh, catch my eye, like, oh man, I gotta have that. But there you have it on that. Alright, let's take a look at the beloved MOSQUITO FB MKVI, the plane that got me making videos for Battlefield 5. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, so European Twilight, you know, it's been around forever. Free France has been around forever. Day Fighter could be new, I don't know, to be honest. Deep Sky, that's been around for a very, very long time. Dum Dum is new, so you know what? I'm gonna call it right now. I'm going to get this. I think that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty cool. So, as far as what nose art to put on, I may not put nose art. You know, I'm not really into the nose art too much. Me personally, I felt as though in this game it would have been way cooler if it would have been something like, for instance, like the bombers. If you like, you could have, you know, drew, was it a lady at the top or something like that, or not the top, but you know, they would always paint like a, you know, the guy's girlfriend or wife back home or whatever on the side of the plane. I always thought that, you know, they should have went that route, but we could make that argument all day long about, you know, DICE being more historically accurate, and they decided not to, so that's a debate for another day. And unless, I think this looks really nice, it has a nice clean look, and this really stands out to me. So yeah, I'm gonna be getting that. Why don't I get it now? Because, you know, I got you guys on recording. I don't want to make you wait. You know, this is a pretty long video so far. Alright, so that's done. Alright, let's take a look at the Germans. Alright, so with the Germans, we got some really cool ones for the BF109 G2. And I think the ones for the G2 actually look better than the G6, unfortunately. I was hoping that the G6 would have looked way better, but the G2 just kind of stand out to me. Of course, this is the default that already came with it. This is new. I think this one looks really nice, real clean look. If I was a G2 pilot, I would definitely go with this. This is, to me, this stands out. This is, and I mean, that looks kind of historical, you know? It doesn't look like a bunch of nonsense. That looks really, really cool. This is pre-patch. This is part of the final patch. I don't know if I like that red with it, but that's just me. like this. This looks kind of historical in a way. It's got a nice clean look to it. But so far I'm going with that one other one from before. And then I think this is new. I could be wrong. Yeah, that's new. Ooh, look at that. That one kind of has an old, rough look to it. Kind of like that. And then there's this. And no. This looks like the Bikini Atoll version of the, you know, BF109G2. So, no thank you on that one. So if I had to go with one, I would get this. And let's say this. If I had to pick one for me, it would be this. Because to me that just looks more historical to me. Alright, moving along. Alright. One of my favorite bombers in the game, the Junkers 88A. Let's see what it's got. Alright. So, I don't know if this is pre-patch. I don't remember seeing this one, but anyway. Again, I don't know if this is pre-patch either, but that looks pretty cool. I don't remember seeing this. Alright, this Fulgor, this is the one that pops out for me. I already looked at this one earlier. Watch this. This one really stands out. I would say of all the planes and all the skins so far, watch this. Boom. Look at that. That looks pretty cool. You look like a flying cucumber. I hate to say that. Oh, Max wants to be a flying cucumber. Well, yeah. Or it kind of looks like a, I don't know. Kind of looks like a lizard or something. But a cucumber lizard. I'm a flying bombing cucumber lizard. There you go. Yeah, I might get this one. So when you see Monster Kills Volume 3 or a future Junkers 88A, you'll see me in my flying cucumber. Anyway. Ooh, this is new too. I might use this on Al Sundan or something like that. I would of course take off this nose art. I just don't feel like it pairs well with it. I might go with like a, you know, different nose art that's more towards the color pattern. But that still, this is cool. I like this. This is not bad, I guess. Kind of gives a different, you know, some different flavor to it. I have to admit, I like these Junkers 88A skins. Not too bad. Never seen this one yet. This one ain't too shabby. It kind of reminds me of like if you played Hamada and there's the we call it the Sandstorm, kind of like a Sandstorm camo, if you will. So yeah, Junkers 88A. Wow, good job, Dice. Not too bad on that. All right, let's take a look at some of these other ones. All right, STUKA B1. Be on the lookout for my STUKA B1 video coming soon. I got some really good footage with that. Alright, so of course I had the Raven Rogue. I've had that for a while. And let's see. Sorry for some of the background noises. We are a family of 5. Anyway. Alright, so let's take a look at this. Pre-patch. Pre-patch. Don't know for sure. I'll be honest, on most of these, I don't know. Okay, I must say on this is definitely final patch. This one ain't too bad. Kind of like that. Has a very distinct look. I like how the K stands out next to the German cross. I'm going to say this is final patch also. And this also is final patch. Now, my nose art actually pops out on this one, kind of like that. Yeah. Look like a giant alligator or something. Anyway, pretty cool. Alright, let's take a look at the beloved BF109G6. I want to comment about something. So I read in the patch notes that they finally fixed, was it the the high altitude problem with the P51D, where if you looked at Nick and Man's YouTube channel, where it shows him he goes up as high as he can. He always wins, right? Because the high altitude package on this is like you're always gonna get on the guy 6 because of that bug. Well, guess what? That bug's been fixed. So, oh yeah, equal playing field, hopefully. But I'm still probably gonna say this is still the best overall play in the entire game. I mean, it just is. But I know this is about skins and stuff, so we'll get into that debate some other day. But alright, let's take a look at this. So, I of course got the nose art for the creeping cat. Let's see what it pairs up well with. So this is pre-patch on the skin, so that's not it. This is new. Kind of weird with the green. Wonder what that would pair up well with. So this kind of pops out, right, on the nose. That ain't too bad, right? What do you guys think of that? Huh? This is old. So that's pre-patch. This is final patch. That's not too bad. This kind of looks like one of the skins I have for the 88C. And then final patch on this one. Definitely final patch on this one. Looks alright. I think a lot of people are going to like this one. It kind of stands out. Yeah, this one definitely stands out. This is a pretty cool one. Some people might not like it with the red. You know, to me, it's not too bad. I mean, think about this. You have a dogfight. You do something like P51D versus this. You got the guy with the checkered skin versus this guy with this. It's kind of like you got your nemesis or whatever going up in the sky against you. Kind of cool. Alright, this is also part of the final patch. That one's alright. I think the Japanese got one kind of like this. Not too shabby. Alright, moving along. Alright, this is the plane I already have. I always like that one. I like the idea on the nose art of diving down. It's this cloud just, it's like I'm gonna destroy you, Anyway. I know it sounds like a kid saying that, but I'm a big kid, right? I'm a kid at heart, anyway. So, some of these other nose arts kind of pair well with this. I didn't mean to click on it though. So sorry about that. Alright, moving along. So, default, or pre-patch I should say, pre-patch. Don't know on that one. I'll be honest, I don't know on that one. I'm thinking final patch on this one. Don't know on this one, but versus Italian, I'm thinking final patch. I don't know for sure. This one, believe it or not, is part of that. There's a package that you can get. I think it's still in the armory. And it shows like a woman pilot, and she's standing in front of this. In fact, it's part of my thumbnail on my STUKA B2 video. So this is not part of the final patch. It's somewhat recent, but it's not part of the final patch. And this is definitely part of the final patch. This right here. So it's kind of a cool look. Personally, it doesn't go well with the nose art. I think I would go the old school route if I purchased this. I would go no nose art, and I would just have this really cool looking Bertha, big Bertha coming at you. Oh boy. Anyway, alright, so that's it for the STUKA B2. Let's look at the Junkers 88C. Alright, this is pre-patch. I mean, it looks cool, but still pre-patch. I think this one's also pre-patch. It could be wrong. I don't remember seeing this, so I'm saying that's leaning towards this is final patch. This is definitely final patch. I'm kind of up in the air if I go with this one or not. I mean, to me, this bomber needs to look like mean. To me, this looks more mean, if you will, than this. This kind of has a soft look to it, like, you know, it's gonna go lay an Easter egg or something. But it's still cool. But come on, look at that. Look how mean this looks compared to that. Anyway. Alright, done with those. The Americans, let's see. This is one I purchased. If you saw my recent video, I just did. You'll see this. This is just, to me, this is one of the best skins, but that's an epic one. There's another epic one, but again, this is not part of the final patch, so. And I had to make this comment. This is the most ugliest freaking skin I think I've ever seen in any video game ever in my entire life. Why the hell would you want to buy this? That just looks stupid. If you bought this, I'm sorry. Why? Why would you buy that? Anyway. Oh, well, Max, it looks like you purchased it as part of your whatever. Hey, that came with part of the package, and I have never equipped this into my plan, and I never will be caught dead doing it. Anyway. Alright, so this right here is pre-patch. This is not. This is final patch. And I kind of gave it like a P40 Warhawk look. I guess I could probably go with that at some point. Royal Navy is another one that's part of the final patch. Not too shabby. Again, final patch. Kind of like, I guess they're trying to go with attempting, you know, the checkered look like the P51D. Not too well known. Bikini Atoll is actually pre-patch. And knowing that, don't get this one. You guys stick out like a sore thumb. People can see a mile away, even at nighttime. It's just, nah. El Salvador kind of looks like the bushcraft, but different. Pretty cool looking, I think. Look at that. I wouldn't mind getting this. I can see myself flying with this. Very, very cool looking. And of course, all you Kiwis out there, you guys finally got your own skin. Look at that. That one's not bad. But if I had to pick one, I'd go with El Salvador. That's just me. To me, this one's a little bit too rich looking. That's still pretty cool. Yeah, that's definitely cool. So the Kiwis finally get their skins. They're like, yeah, Aussies get their skins. When are we gonna get ours? Well, you guys got it. Alright, move along. Alright, so of course this is the main skin I fly with the F4U1C. I've been flying with this skin for, oh my gosh, since the beginning of the Pacific Theater update. So let's see what they got. Ooh, Africa. That one's, oh right. I guess, what, for Alison Dan? Yeah. But I don't know, I just, I think there's other better ones. This one ain't bad. I think this one looks pretty cool. It's definitely, you know, again, sorry, part of the final patch. They have reserves, part of the final patch. I just wish they didn't do the yellow on the front, but I get it. You know, kind of try to make it look like a, what was it, the Blue Angels? I guess kind of do that. Bushcraft is pre-patch, that's old. This is part of the final patch. Again, I think they could have went with a better color coordination. But you never know, maybe in the sky this looks pretty cool. So, Suez. This one kind of looks like the Night Fighter that I already showed you guys. But more of yellow, I guess you could say. But I like it. Looks pretty cool. I might actually get this one personally. Alright, so that's it for the F4U1C Corsair. Now this, bad news with this. There is no new skins for this. So maybe this will be something that DICE decides to release on their armory. But these are all part of the first half of the final patch. And when I say first half, I'm referring to, was it last June? Yeah. So, there's nothing new on that. The long P70 Nightfire. I was really hoping that they would have this where the third selection would have said, what is it? Not the Nighthawk, but it's that one where you can get with the Aviator package, where you have to spend like, I think it's like 1200 BC or 1500 BC. I was hoping that that would have been a selection, like let's say for instance, you know, a purchase of 30,000 company coin or 50,000 company coin, or on BC, let's say it would have been like, I don't know, 400 BC or 390 or whatever, or hell even 500, I would have done it, but it's not available. So that looks like that's an exclusive. If you're wanting that one. So what one I'm gonna talk about, basically it's kind of like this, except for it makes the whole plane look black. I think it says Night Fighter, believe it or not. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, it makes the whole plane look black with red. It looks really cool. And when I start flying this again, I'm probably gonna fly with that skin because that skin is so cool. All right, so there's nothing new on that, unfortunately. Let's see if there's anything new on the P51D Fire. I don't think there is. Let's take a double check. Nope, nothing new on that, unfortunately. But let's do this since we're here. Let's see what this looks like with that nose art I was telling you guys about earlier. So, horsepower or whatever. I don't know. But if you think about it, if you do the Nile skin, that might go with it because the color coordination might go with that pale horse. So, yeah. Okay, so we're done with that. The P51K. I really doubt that they're going to have anything new for this one. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, there's one new one. So, again, don't quote me, but I really think this is new, believe it or not. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is new. So, yeah, we end up getting one new skin for the new American planes, and this is it, the Pukeko, whatever it's called. So, this looks very similar to this, except for instead of having the brown, you just got a solid color, well, for the most part. Kind of wish they would have gave it a red tail, and I was also kind of wishing that, you know, like they would have had at least one fighter instead of a yellow tail, just like a red tail, to signify the famed Tuskegee Airmen, who never lost a single B-17, by the way. Don't believe me? Read up on it. It's amazing. My cousin-in-law, his grandfather actually served in the Tuskegee Airmen. I actually got to go to a couple of Thanksgivings back in the 90s with the man. Amazing stories he had. Anyway. Alright, so that's it as far as that. Let's see the Japanese. They got anything new? Of course, the Japanese came out with a bunch of skins pre-patch. So let's see. That's pre-patch. I believe that is too. I don't know. I don't know how these all look cool, but I don't know if these are final patch or not. I know this is pre-patch, but that looks pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna call this is final patch on this one. So there you go. I think I'll get this. This looks pretty cool to me. Yeah, I'm probably gonna purchase this one. And of course, when I do, I'm gonna take off that nose art. Just doesn't really go with it. Let's see. Alright, now look at the Zero A675, Mitsubishi Zero A675. Let's see if they got anything new with that. So this pre-patch. I think that's part of that BC package. Don't remember seeing that. This might be final patch. Kind of leaning towards it is. Mainly because this red in here. I don't remember seeing any of that. Not too bad though. I think any of the new Saipan I think is final patch, but don't quote me on that. Primal maybe. I think if this is pre-patch. Oh, that looks cool. I'm thinking this is final patch. That looks super cool. pre-patch, but still, that looks pretty cool. Koku Sentai. I'm gonna say that's probably final patch. Looks pretty cool. Very similar to that one Chrome Zero from the 86M2 that was pre-patch from, I think it was like the first part of the Pacific Theater update. Yeah, I like this. Looks very cool. This is pre-patch, and you know, somewhat recent, within the last couple of months. So, somewhat, you know, somebody could say, you know, it's fairly new, but still, we're focusing on what's part of the final patch. So technically, no, it's not part of the final patch. This is part of the final patch. I'm almost certain, I could be wrong, but I'm thinking it is. And then this is pre-patch, but it's somewhat recent. And again, epic. How the hell is this epic? Experimental. This is not epic. This is just, I don't know. To me, this is just dumb. I'm sorry. I'm sure there's somebody out there who's like, oh no, that's amazing, but nah, that's just dumb. Alright, so that's it on that. So that's it pretty much for the airplanes. As far as the soldier skins and so on, you guys are gonna have to go through that, because I'm not really big on the whole, you know, whatever you want to call it with this. I know there's a few custom ones, but I'm just, this is a pretty long video so far, so let me know what, you know, leave some comments or something on the new custom skins for the weapons. I know that there was supposed to be a new gun, and it was supposed to be for the engineer class, and it was actually a Russian weapon, and some people posted in the videos that it was available, and the only problem is they said that they were going to take it away, and guess what, they did, because here's the proof. I think it's called the Maz, or it's called the Maz? I know it's under the LMGs, so watch this. I know this is not anything to do with the skins, but I want to show you guys this real quick. So you're supposed to be able to go to LMG, and I think it's called the Maz. It's not there, so I was thinking, well, maybe it's here. It's not here. So fortunately, I took that out. It actually looked pretty cool. This one guy showed it in action in a testing range, and I was actually looking forward to playing it because it had 150 rounds, and it seemed like it had like low recoil. But yeah, kind of fortunate. Alright, so that's it as far as that goes. If you check out the armory now, you know, they got some of this stuff, but again, this is not part of the final patch. This is just, you know, new skins that they have. Just thought I'd give it like an honorable mention. I mean, it looks pretty cool. I believe everybody got this one for free, this Red Devil skin, just the hat. I mean, which is kind of cool that EA did that, or DICE. Alright, so I want to get to the final part of this. I know this is a pretty long episode video. I never do skins or anything like that, but there's a lot to go over, which is kind of cool. I mean, any news in regards to Battlefield 5 is news. So let's take a look at the Definitive Edition upgrade. Alright, so actually, before we get into that, let's say, hypothetically speaking, you were like me, okay? And you were saying for the longest time, I know that you see the new skins here, we'll get to that, but you were thinking for the longest time that you wanted to get the Elites bundle, right? And the reason why you wanted to do that is because you got these four, right? And you're looking at it, you're like, well, 3,000 BC, that's quite a bit. Yeah, there's a discount. Don't go that route. Do not go that route. Do not waste your hard-earned BC. If you're like me, you saved it. And if you're not like me and you have the extra money and you just want it so bad, still, don't waste your hard-earned money on it. For one, you could get Siegfried, the new guy, for 30,000 company coin. I still don't advise that. Don't waste your company coin. Hear me out. Or you can do 60,000 company coin, get him and the other new guy. Again, I don't advise that. Okay, so where am I going with this? Where I'm going with this is this. Believe it or not, go with the Definitive Edition upgrade, at least for the time being. I don't know how long this is going to be on sale, But here's why you want to go with this. You should already have most of this stuff unlocked, unless you're completely new to the game. If you're completely new to Battlefield, then maybe you already got the Definitive Edition, and you know, we don't even need to have this conversation. But anyway, where I'm going with this is this. If you scroll through this list, I'm going to keep scrolling. Let me see. Alright, for instance, here's Ernst, right? And you keep going. Hannah. Ilsa. Jack. The new guy, Jonathan, right? He's part of the new elites. The guy from Boise, Idaho, United States. There's even, regular skins. But anyway, the case we're making here is the elites. Hold on. I can show you the other ones just real quick. I mean, look at this. There's just a ton of stuff in there. Even Misaki, believe it or not, the only elite I personally have, because I haven't purchased all this new stuff, the only elite I have is Misaki. And how it used to be, if you've been around for long enough through the whole escapade of Battlefield 5, Misaki was an exclusive on the Tides of War. You had to complete all of the Tides of War for the Pacific Theater. And I don't know how many weeks it was, 18 weeks or something like that. But anyway, you had to complete the entire thing. And then once you did that, the reward at the end, instead of like company coin or BC, was you got Misaki. And before they came out with this, excuse me, I got a cough. Before they came out with this definitive edition, she used to be an exclusive. And it was kind of cool, like, you'd be in game, people say, hey, Max, I'd like to get Misaki. How do you get her? And I would say, well, she was exclusive. You had to earn her through that whole thing. And they'd be like, oh man, whatever. Well, for those people that gotta have her, now they have the opportunity to do that. So anyway, she's on the list. And again, you can't purchase her by yourself through the armor. So, and then let's see. Look, see, there's Norman. He's an elite. Let's see what else. I think we're almost to Siegfried. Hold on. Oh, Seamus, Wesker's favorite guy. There's the new guy, Siegfried. I'm gonna be using him. Pretty cool. I think he fought in World War I too. That's what I'm in. So anyway, look at the value behind this. The value behind this is this. You spend 1,000 BC if you have it saved, and you get all this. For me, all that BC, I finally, I saved all this time. I'm finally gonna use it. And of course, I'm gonna still have a ton of company coin to use towards what? Probably like getting a few vehicle skins. Maybe like a few for the tanks, but mainly for the aircraft, because that's my thing. So, wrapping this up, guys. This is worth it. Totally. Go with the Definitive Edition upgrade if you happen to have the BC, or you happen to have some change in which you want to throw towards DICE, I guess, or EA. Because as you can see, spending 3,000 BC to only get 4 elites, it's just not worth it. You're gonna get all the elites plus all those guns you might not already have. And again, this is not a pay-to-win game. You still have to grind out those weapons. So some people think, oh, I'll get those weapons and then I'm good. Nope, you still gotta, max out those weapons. But yeah, go with the Definitive Edition upgrade. Of course, if you're really into skins, keep checking the armory. They have, I would say they update this thing like, I don't know, maybe weekly. Sometimes they come up with a big update every couple weeks. So just because people say, oh, Battlefield 5, this is the end of the final, whatever, it is as far as the big stuff. And in another video, I'm going to go over the whole community, server update, and so on. Because it's just, I don't want to bunch all this together in one video. This is already a long video. So that will be in a different episode, different video. But nonetheless, yeah, take a look at the skins. If you're really into skins, there's always going to be new skins. From my experience, there's always going to be, even if they say there's no more extra support for this game. So, alright, after I end this, I'll probably be getting this right now, Definitive Edition upgrade, because I don't want to take a chance of like not being on sale anymore. So, anyway, thanks so much for sticking out to the end of this video, if you have stuck it out this long. And, you know, let me know what you guys think about all the new skins and so on. Normally I'm not really into skins, but, you know, there's a lot of new skins, so, pretty cool. So, I'm glad to see that this game is still alive. For people who say that, you know, this game is dead, let me show you that why this game is not dead. Okay, I might do an episode on how to do your filter, but let me show you this. Alright, so I have a custom filter, and I click on where it says everything. Alright, and I sort by ping. Alright. Look at this. Look at all these servers. People. You know, I sort by players. Look at all this. These, you're getting way more numbers. I mean, I know towards the end there's not much, but you're still getting way more numbers in this game than other Battlefield games right now. People are saying, oh, you know, Battlefield 1's more alive. No, it's not. It doesn't have the numbers as this has. And I'm not knocking on Battlefield 1, but I'm just saying you gotta set your server, your filter right. I've been thinking about doing a video in regards to that, but honestly, the information's out there. But if you guys want me to do that, I will. But anyway, get too far off track. This game ain't dead yet. It just doesn't have, you know, all the new content and consistently released. And I get it, you know. We wanted to be able to play the Eastern Front. We wanted to, you know, have the normally landies. I get it. I wanted that too. But as far as the game being completely dead, I just, you know, we'll just have to agree to disagree on that. It's not a dead game. The numbers show that it's not a dead game. So if you're basing on numbers, it's not a dead game. If you're based on not having content released all the time, major content, then okay. I guess I can see your point and agree with you. Alright, for real. That's it as far as the episode goes. Leave a like, or if you want to leave a dislike, you can too. Well, not really, but make it, you know, leave a comment. Let me know what skins you guys went with. What one stands out to you. I'd like to hear it. I'd like to see what you got. Alright guys, see you on the next one. Thanks again. Over and out for now. Bye bye.